Back, True Seeker. Like I said, tonight's game was all about 35, the Tom Brady number. And what do you know? Tom Brady wins with 35 points, making 35 completions. His entire career is scripted around this number. If you remember the whole Deflategate thing, that entire contrived story was centered around the number 35. Used to have a lot of videos on this. So check it out. I want to show you everything you need to know about this number, which I've been talking about well before this game was played. In the language of gematria, Tom Brady equals 35. He was born August 3rd, 1977, a date with numerology at 35. Remember, football equals 83, like 8-3 for his birthday. Also remember that Terry Glenn equals 77, the man he threw his first career touchdown pass to, who died 77 days before the Super Bowl this year. Tonight, the Titans came into this playoff game with a record of 15-19. After losing, they're now 15-20. This was the Titans' 35th playoff game all time. For Tom Brady, he came into tonight's game with 34 playoff games. This was his 35th all time. He's now 26-9 in the playoffs. Notice he got number 25 last year in Super Bowl 51 on 2/5 with the 25-point comeback over the Falcons. Falcons equals 25. That was to close out the 97th season of the NFL. 97 is the 25th prime. They made the touchback 25 yards last year. The AFC got its 25th Super Bowl. This year, the AFC could get its 26th. Patriots won in Week 17, 26-6. Brady could get his 6th Super Bowl. The Super Bowl this year is on the 35th day of the year, February 4th. If the Patriots are going to get there, they're probably going to have to beat Big Ben and the Steelers. Big Ben is 35 years old this year. The Patriots tonight got their 33rd playoff win. Tonight was their 52nd playoff game all time. It's the year of Super Bowl 52. They're now 33-19. If they win two more playoff games, the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl, they'll win their 35th playoff game on the 35th day of the year. You see that? Today's date, numerology of 52. It's the year of Super Bowl 52. 52nd playoff game for the Patriots. If you write out 6 as a word, it has gematria 52. Minnesota has gematria 52. Today's date, January 13th, can be written 13/1 like 131, Super Bowl 131. Earlier this year, when the Patriots beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh, Tom Brady had 35 attempts that game. Show you the box score tonight. Here it is tonight. Tom Brady, 35 of 53. 53 represents the word Vesica Piscis, which is the shape of the football. It's why there's a 53-man roster in the NFL. It's why the football field is 53 1/3 yards wide. With regards to Brady's 337 passing yards, that's the 68th prime. The word championship equals 68. They're advancing to the AFC Championship. We just saw the college championships, Georgia and Alabama, play for their 68th time all time, and this time for the college playoff championship. How perfect. We saw Alabama become 13-1 in that game. Championship equals 131, like Super Bowl, connected to today's date. Last year, the Patriots were in their 57th season, always indicative of championships. When you write out 57, it sums to 131. I noticed the leading rusher for New England, 62 yards. Minneapolis equals 62. Brady could become 6-2. Last year in the Super Bowl, he had 62 passing attempts. This year, he won the NFL passing yards leaderboard. Second place was Phillip Rivers, who was 62 yards behind him. They traded the quarterback, Jimmy G, to the 49ers on the day that left 62 days left in the year. Jimmy G finished his season with the 49ers 62 days later. Big number we've been talking about all year. That's why at the beginning of the year I said Patriots are either going to win the Super Bowl in the AFC, or if I'm wrong about them, then it's the Steelers. Been talking about this all year. The leading receiver for New England had 112 yards. Super Bowl also has gematria of 112. Gronkowski, the tight end, had 81 yards. That reminds me of number 81 for the Steelers, Jesse James. Pittsburgh Steelers equals 81. Their tight end had the controversial play earlier this year. Remember, there's a riddle with Jesse James. Jesse James, the bank robber, did his last bank robbery in Minnesota, where he was chased by Sheriff Timberlake. And this year, Justin Timberlake is the halftime entertainment. Justin Timberlake also has the same name gematria as Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's a big one. Gronkowski had 6 receptions for his 81 yards. Brady's going for Super Bowl number 6. And I'll tell you what, if Brady doesn't get it this year, he's getting it next year in Atlanta, where Nick Saban in that same building just won his 6th championship. Next year will be Super Bowl 53. Bill Belichick will be 66 years old, getting his 6th if that happens, just like how Nick Saban got 6 at age 66. Those two used to coach together with the Cleveland Browns, Ohio, the birthplace of football. You know, it's good to see people catching on. Somebody said the white hat referee for this game was number 62. I didn't watch the game, so I didn't see that. But the referee numbers are always scripted with the game, too. So here's what I'll say. Again, if we didn't have any clues and we were just looking at the date of the Super Bowl, like I've said since the beginning of the year, a lot lines up for the Patriots. New England Patriots equals 98. This is the 98th season of the NFL. Patriots alone equals 98. Tom Brady also has gematria of 98. This is the 98th season of the NFL, ending on the 35th day of the year. The New England Patriots could get their 35th playoff win to close it out. No team has a stronger connection to the date of the Super Bowl than the Patriots. All of these other narratives that have been thrown at us this year, again, I'll show you this. Pittsburgh Steelers, 243 forwards and backwards. Justin Timberlake has this gematria of 243. We know that the halftime entertainer is always connected to the game. Last year's entire game was scripted through Lady Gaga, which I showed. Also, they just announced Pink, who's from Pennsylvania, as the national anthem singer. They made that announcement 243 days from her birthday. You know, Steelers in PA. So there's still a riddle here. But if you're just looking at that Super Bowl date and the way all this lines up and what's happening with these games, I mean, the Patriots are the team I'm still sticking with. I've said Patriots or Steelers in the AFC since before the season began, months before. Everything lines up for those two teams. The owner of the Steelers died 98 days before his birthday, Dan Rooney. And since week 3, I've said everything lines up for the Eagles. I told you guys I'm not coming off the Eagles even once Carson Wentz went down. A lot still lines up for the Eagles. So, you know, they're a game away right now. Also, with regards to this game summing to 49 points, Tom Brady surpassed Joe Montana, the 49er in this game, beat Joe Montana's record. Press box announcement for Tom Brady, his 10th career postseason game with 3 touchdown passes, a new NFL record. Joe Montana had 9. And I just want you to see this. NFL has gematria 49. So does Super Bowl 49. Square root of 49, 7. Tom Brady's been in 7 Super Bowls. He's 5-2. The Steelers have won 6. They lead the NFL. They're trying to win their 7th. And of course, the Minnesota Super Bowl logo does seem to have a lot of tributes for the Steelers this year. You know, that's another thing that's hard to overlook. But I don't know. They might be trying to throw us off. I put out my pick for the Patriots to win the Super Bowl in February of last year. And we know that the mainstream media is watching me and the people who follow this work. I'm getting made fun of in the media. They're putting out false narratives to try to throw us off. You know, I still say, it's hard to say because a lot's lining up for the Steelers lately with these announcements. But just based on the date of the game, the most things are pointing to the Patriots. And, you know, tonight another reminder of that. So, if it does end up being the Steelers, the Patriots are winning next year. You can just bank on it. That is Lock City. So, we'll leave it there. Another prediction correct. And again, it's not just that I predict the games, that I tell you guys the numbers. How many times did I say it was all about 35 in this game? 35 points, 35 completions. It's just a broken record with Tom Brady. It just never ends. The scripting is so in your face. All right, until next time.